Hi Niklas, this is your tree of life, and I found quite an interesting manifestation within you, which is which have formed part of your subconscious mind. Now, this occurs very rarely within beings, like very rarely, but it happens. So, but it's fascinating. You'll see as we continue in this interview. Alright. Your subconscious mind is a design of a drunk. Alright. Now, what does that mean? That means within the pre-programmed life design of the generations, meaning the generations that have gone before you, which is your parents and then their parents and then their parents and then their parents, etc., etc., etc. Now, what it sometimes occur within the soul construct reincarnation system of the white light was that beings would, life after life after life after life, incarnate within the exact same experience, the exact same life design. Now, within your particular experience within existence, okay, you have been throughout your lives a drunk, and so also your parents and their parents and their parents, generations and generations along, and you know, from where you basically come from, your generational line, and within that, your literal beingness, meaning your essence, has manifested as a basic drunk. Alright, but before your mind probably goes haywire and thinking of a man with a bottle of booze pissed out of his head on the side of a road, not knowing where he is or what he is, it's not about that. No, I'm not speaking of the alcoholic drunk. I'm speaking of a drunkenness that has become you due to those past life experiences, and also, of course, the most particular point is because of the generations that have gone before you, genetic DNA line, okay, that has manifested now into your physical manifested mind. And now, why I say this is fascinating is because and there are a few other beings such as yourself as well within this reality with such particular specific points, which will basically take on the entire drunkenness construct within themselves and actually transcend that, and within transcending that for all as one is equal, from the perspective of you being able to actually understand the point of why drunks exist in this reality. And that's also part of what you'll be doing in this life, is assisting drunks, which is fascinating. So you and I have to specifically closely have a look at this point, this drunkenness, which originate from the manifestation of drunks within and as this reality. Now, this drunkenness is fascinating because it is closely linked to adrenaline. Now, what do I mean with adrenaline? Adrenaline is a mix of fear, nervousness, shame and anger. Those specific points: fear, nervousness, shame and anger, and a little teeny bit of guilt to the mix. It's like a manifested adrenaline. And beings basically become addicted to that mix within themselves physically as an emotional experience of the mind, and then they want that experience more, and this experience is straightly linked to alcohol. That experience beings have on alcohol is the exact same as that adrenaline they experience within themselves. And that's why beings become drunks, because they want to have that adrenaline rushed experience, because that is being defined as being alive. I am living if I am this adrenaline experience. So we have to look at this point, precisely as yourself, as an experience of yourself. The nervousness, fear, guilt, shame, and anger. Those points, open them up. What am I specifically? Who am I specifically within all these points? Observe your life experience, the desire to live, the desire to experience a type of an adrenaline rush that is perceived to be the experience of living or being alive, as I've said. And observe where and how within you and your reality, within your entire life experience, have you participated in that. Because that forms also part of how beings move to eventually becoming drunks, because they want to have that adrenaline rushed experience, which is actually a mixture of emotions, basically, a certain particular specific mix of emotions. That's it. I don't have much time in one interview to completely reveal or open up this point, so we'll specifically discuss on the forum and go through it more specifically. But I'm mentioning the primary points within this interview, kind of opening it up, so to speak, so that from here we can start step by step and working through it. This is a cool point, it's fascinating from the perspective that through your basic subconscious mind manifesting as that drunkenness experience, it's like, shit, that's why drunks exist, that's why beings want to drink alcohol, because of this drunkenness adrenaline rush within themselves. And the only way they can feed that adrenaline to have more of it is through alcohol. Okay, thank you very much. Let's walk, let's explore here. Thank you very much. Bye.